Try to get ourselves up. I'm going to be recording this one for YouTube, so I'm not going to be paying too much attention to chat. But hello, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope you're ready for a nice action-packed game. So let's get started. Hello, everybody, and welcome. So we're playing a game here in Diamond 2 Vietnam server. So we're it's getting close to the end of the season, so we're doing a little push, just a tiny one, to the to master tier here. I've been working on that unranked to EUS climb. It's had some issues. I'm in Plat 1 on that account, but it's had some issues with the new queue system and stuff. I'll get back to it. We'll finish that. No problem. But especially whenever I'm doing my streams on Facebook, I like to play on Vietnam servers. So here we are. 73 ping. Not bad at all. I'm not sure why we're sitting in this bush, to be honest. Somebody should have been sitting here and then protecting.
Minions have spawned.
So the enemy did pick a Rammus into me, which again this is a pick that a lot of people struggle with, right? I don't personally feel like I struggle with Rammus. I'm gonna go for this though, because the thanks team. Play really passively there. So the thing about Rammus is that you can typically run like a Quicksilver into him and it kind of makes him useless, or you can get tenacity if they have a lot of CC, which makes them less useful. I don't think we need Mercs for this game because it's only really going to help against Renekton, Lux, Rammus, right? And I look at it, I feel like a Quicksilver would be helpful even against Renekton. So Quicksilver doesn't give any armor, right? Which doesn't help against Renekton. But if you can cleanse the entire stun of a Renekton in a 1v1, you can usually just turn and right-click him. Because you're usually most vulnerable to Renekton when he's one-shotting you while you can't fight back. And yes, and hello to all my wonderful people in chat today. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. We're recording a video right now, so I'll have to get to you guys after the game's over. But I do appreciate all of you people dropping in. So we're going to pull this back. Corky trying to really make me do my moves here. And that's actually pretty standard nowadays. I don't know how it is in lower elo, but the mid laners usually walk up and ward the Raptors. Pretty much always around that time once they push that wave in. So you can actually throw that off a bit by starting on maybe red buff. It's usually always red to blue side. Sometimes you'll see wards in these Raptors, but they're slightly later, right? Wait, he's pretty low on HP. I'm gonna let it go.
First blood. An ally has been slain.
Not sure about focusing Rammus here, but it'll work. Oh God. Oh no, the teleport. Ornn teleports back to tower. Renekton teleports to come kill. That's unfortunate. So Rammus is going to get boss side crap, but honestly, I don't think it's that bad. Enemy team's playing really well into me here. And obviously Renekton played that way better than Ornn. Because let's say that Ornn had teleported as Renekton did, right? We would have been able to win that fight pretty single-handedly. I'm still holding on to this smite. I don't feel the need to get rid of it. One thing we could do is if we hold up on the double smite, we can actually use it for dragon. I'm going to go ahead and place a ward here, and it's not that I think the ward's useful there. I mean, it's better there than nowhere. I'm planning to swap my runes, right? Or sorry, my trinket. So if I'm going to swap my trinket anyway, I might as well place the yellow ward because it has a longer cooldown. Unfortunately, my lanes are feeding now. That's not good. I'd love to put some pressure on this bot lane, but that's really sad. I'm very sad. Alright, well that gave me the next level here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk up and do a little sweep. We're going to blast into the dragon and we're going to double smite dragon. So typically you can double smite a dragon when you're doing these early 5-minute dragons, which is why I saved this smite there instead of using it on my camps, right? So you can see it's pretty much almost perfect timing and you get an extra 480 damage out of it. Especially since we knew Rammus was back. Let's go and pop pink in this bush. Nice little defensive board because Rammus is making it known that he likes to counter jungle a lot. So having that pink board on Raptors will help us out tremendously against him. Alright, and we're going to keep that clear upwards. So you can see we're at a 1-4 disadvantage here. And my Vayne has half the CS of Caitlyn. Literally half. All my lanes are losing, except maybe Ornn. But Ornn's down a kill, and Renekton got a free kill from his teleport while Ornn teleported back to lane. Red should be protected with that pink ward. So we're pretty much, we're not going to be playing pretty early here. That was a good port. We know Rammus is on the other side of the map as well. We're going to meditate block the burst from the Gromp. In my opinion, it's worth it. A lot of people argue against it. I think it's worth it because you're spending time meditating doing nothing anyway, and at least in this way you're also lowering the Gromp damage while also blocking the higher damage. Oh, there goes my pink. I'm not really interested in that. I wish Crab would make my life easier, huh? Alright, neat. So we got Crab because we knew Rammus was on the other side of the map, right? Because we saw him with TF ult. So what we want to do here is we actually want to try and grab Rammus's red because we kind of see him doing his thing on the other side of the map. And we do have Smite. We Alpha Strike and it doesn't move, which means he's not super nearby yet. He could be nearby, but not super nearby. Pull it into the bush. We're not going to Alpha because if we Alpha and he's nearby, it'll move towards him, which will move it out of the bush. Smite it. And then we're going to hop over into the rift here. And I'm actually going to go for this because we have a Crab. So he has no Blast Plant, so he's probably not going to blast into the rift. And we have a Crab, and junglers are often hesitant to go across the Crab. And we also see that Corki is in my red, so I didn't actually pay attention to see if Rammus went there either, which maybe he did, and I'm dumb for being so cautious on the red. But hey, at least you can see my thought process if that wasn't worded. Now, early Rift Heralds are really, really important, in my opinion. They just snowball games really hard, because you can get a lot of gold out of those towers. But yeah, I think my red's gone. What I want to do... I don't want to go for top. I really don't. But I am. Wait, why do you still have flash up? Very nice. That was good. That was really good. But we got to get out of here because Corki. So I wanted just enough. I wanted just enough to get my Blood Razor here. But we got a little bit, plus some more. Rammus did not get my red, maybe? Maybe Corki got my red. I'm actually not sure. Well, we'll see soon once we see him. Because he was hanging around in that backside there. Now, this Blood Razor is actually really late. It's a 9.5 minute Blood Razor. I don't really feel too far behind. Yeah, so it's really sad. The enemy mid laner got my red buff. That's actually crazy. That's an interesting port from TF, especially without home guards. Oh, yeah. Wish I had my sweeper working. Yeah, they got my entire side there. I feel like the enemy is actively working against me, so this is one of those, like, like against me. So when I say they're actively working against me, of course an enemy's working against me, but they're specifically targeting me. Like the Rammus and the Corki working together to take me down a notch, right? So they have like synergy. They're using their synergy against me. And they're utilizing a lot of wards and focusing on my stuff, right? I gotta push this. So the goal here is that we want to be able to push this with the Rift. Because we see Renekton bottom. Oh, Corky's here. Dude. I'm really tempted to just drop it on that tower. Unfortunately, TF isn't pushing. He is now. This must be warded. I don't know what to say about that. Oh, they got the dragon. I didn't realize dragon was up. Well, let's get our bot side again. We gotta get some tower plates. We have no plating. Unfortunately, Vane's deciding, hey, not interested. Yeah, I don't really care if he... Dude, like, how many times do I need to ping this? Like, I just want to push this wave in and get this tower.
Defend yourself.
But I feel like they're going to come and deal with it. What you want to do is you want to make sure that you at least get the first plate before you summon the Rift. And the reason why you want to do that is because the first plate has literally like no armor. Dude, this Corki, man. We could so kill these guys. Yeah, this Corki is just always on top of these situations, honestly. He is always looking... I feel like he's Doikyu with Rammus, if I had to guess. Because they're always together and always working together. Like, for example, I'm pretty sure Rammus probably is the one that gave Corki the red while they were in my jungle there. And then... they're just always together, right? So we're gonna have to be more mindful of that. But even though we're behind like this... oh man, their Fizz damage dealers are really fed. Which is sad because we'd rather get like a Wits End. Like Wits End in my opinion would just be way better here. That was a good shutdown. I wonder if he can reach her. Oh, he can. Yeah, unfortunately we didn't get to use the Rift in the way that we wanted. Bro, that taunt hit me? Oh my god. How did we lose that fight there? Considering we knew Renekton was in that bush, I was purposely baiting him out of it. And then everybody died without killing Renekton. That's sad. Oh, he got him. He died to the tower, I think. Unfortunately, I didn't get the kill. But we're getting close to that Ginzu's. Well, let's go for the other side. Thank you for the 100 stars. Lucas got Safe Conrad. Good luck, he says. Thank you. I'm gonna need it. This game's gonna be a rough one. There's an 8-kill Renekton on the enemy team. He's gonna one-shot me, in case you guys are unaware. In case you don't know what happens when a Renekton gets 8 kills. So we're in a situation. I want Whitson. Whitson's really strong against Rammus and Corki, but the issue is with this Fed 80 carry and Renekton, we need armor. Oh, great! Now he has 9 kills. Now he has 9 kills, guys. I don't trust. I'm pre-stacking Gunzus. Oh, I thought for sure Orange stole my shutdown there. I need Gunzus, like, really, really badly. Oh, I should have bought armor. That cleanse is really handy against Renekton. I'm not really too worried about the second rift. The first rift is really, really, like, how can I say, momentum gathering. It gathers a lot of momentum. The second one, not so much.
An enemy has been slain. Double kill. Slain an enemy.
I think he can get him. He used a stun on me, right? Oh, she cannot get him. Yeah, Renekton is a huge problem. I don't like playing against Renekton in general. Just because once he gets even remotely fed, he is impossible to deal with. Because he just right-clicks you, right? I know, it sounds really ironic coming from a E main, but he right-click stuns you, and then he just completely demolishes you. Like, especially, you know, he has Black Cleaver and Blade and Marine King already. So all we can really do now is, if we want to survive this, we need more... In my opinion, the counter to Renekton is you get some HP and a little bit of armor. Maybe like some Ninja Tabbies or something, right? Because what you need to do against Renekton is you need to survive the initial burst. Now, don't get me wrong, when I'm talking about, like, momentum from Rift Herald, the second Rift Herald can also give momentum. But it doesn't give as much as the first, and I'm okay with trading it for a dragon. But if I can get both, you bet I will. Because this Rift Herald could literally just get us an inhibitor. You never know. You never know where it's going to go, right? But we still want to avoid that Renekton. And we got to think about what HP item we want to get. I mean, like a Randuin's would be pretty good against Caitlyn. It's not bad. You also have to remember Blade and Marine King shreds HP as well, right? So, even though we like need HP to survive the burst of Renekton, his Blade and Marine King is also going to rock our burst, right? Or rather, rock our HP. Hopefully I don't walk into enemies here. I'm a bit worried here. Vayne's also taking my bot side. Okay, so we alpha to nothing like Chase, so we're in pretty decent shape. But yeah, a lot of... I don't even know. Like, I don't even know if we want to get ourselves a Wits End or not. Like, obviously, we want more damage. But at the end of the day, we need to be able to split into Renekton. What is his armor? 59 only. Oh, 80. Right, because, the Zanyas. So I want to sit on these rafters here to stack Gunzus for a flash into the enemy here. So we're waiting for our double strike to wear off, because you don't want to double strike this raptor. So that's why, obviously, why we were stacking stacking Gunzu's Rage Blade there. Because if Rammus gets ran into us and we get first hit on him, he's just dead, right? We need Ornn to tank this. If Ornn tanks this, this will be a really easy Baron. Wait, we got it. Wait, what? What? What happened? How did I miss that? Oh, he missed. Oh, there goes all of our Barons. No, I still got main with Baron. I believe. Unless she gets taunted here. Oh, she got taunted, but she still has Baron. That was a really rough Baron. Honestly, the thing is, in my opinion, we're not going to be able to kill them. Yeah, my item build's all over the place right now. We're not going to be able to kill them without a death stance. I mean, we have a lot of damage. You have to look at it. We have a lot of damage with Vayne, TF. But we want the death stance, which also gives us the mixed resistances. We want the damage and we want the mixed resistances, and we also want the anti-burst mitigation of it, but we don't want the wits in. We're probably going to sell this dagger here. I guess I kind of bought the dagger out of habit. But we do still want the ruby crystal. We're going to be building that into something else, and honestly the HP will help us from the anti-burst. Getting all these objectives, this is kind of what Mastery does. At the end of every game, you check your objectives, you're always going to be number one. I want to pop down this Rift Herald on a tower though, because I don't have long left. A little bit of momentum going here. We'll be able to maybe get in the center tower. We also got some Bane too, right? So would love to get ourselves an inhibitor thing here. Because like when you're holding a Rift Herald past 20 minutes with Baron, it's a solid push. This is momentum, right? Renekton trying to flank us. Whoa, he didn't hit it. He didn't hit it. Bro, this Renekton legit just like messing up our backline while me and Ornn are all up in front. Almost, that was close. Oh, dude, it didn't knock up. Alright, so let's go ahead and drop this dagger and start working towards the thing here. You know, you'd never be scared to sell items. Like, a lot of people don't want to sell items because they feel like they're giving up on like their full potential, right? And technically you're right. If you're playing like an MMORPG and you sell an item, your money's gone forever and blah blah blah, right? But a League of Legends game only lasts for like anywhere from 20 to 35 minutes, you know, depending on your region. So if you sell an item and you lose out on 100 gold, it's whatever. Next game is, you don't care, right? So selling an item, I lost about 100 gold selling that item, but it's worth it because I get to pick up the items here and get a more accurate build to what I wanted. Because once this guy got fed and Caitlyn was getting fed, you know, it went in. Also, Death Dance into Randuin's is going to help against Corki as well. I don't think Vayne would be too bad with red buff now, especially, you know, running cleanse. I would not mind giving her red buff. I'm going to go ahead and ping it. Does he not want it? I mean, I guess I'll take it if he doesn't want it. I think that's a problem a lot of us have, especially when it comes to like runes and masteries. As we think, man, if I don't bring this rune, I'm not going to be as good late game. But you don't always hit late game. And if you bring the other runes, you have a higher chance of ending before late game as well. So it's not super critical in core here. So we have somebody suggesting to get a Thorn Mail to reduce the healing on Renekton. I don't think it's a big deal. I mean, he does have Death Stance now, which gives him more healing. If he didn't have Death Stance, I wouldn't even entertain the idea. I don't think it's important to reduce Blade and Marine King and Q heal from Renekton. It's not like super game changing for me. You just right click him through it. The thing that makes Renekton hard to deal with isn't the healing, it's the burst and being unable to do anything about it afterwards. So instead of aiding the team here, I'm actually splitting. It'll force the enemy to send somebody to deal with me. Or they're gonna lose more than they take from us. Because my team can defend that forever, right? So look who's coming back. It's Renekton.
An enemy has been slain.
And that forces the enemy into a really uncomfortable position that they weren't ready to fight for. Right? So you see the enemy is running away because they're panicking, because they're trying to send somebody back to deal with me. See how they're all just like running, and then Renekton gets caught, Rammus gets caught, right? What do they do about that? I'm gonna back out. I mean, it's Last Dragon, I don't want to die before it, and I also have enough for Death Stance. So yeah, that was a very effective split push there that you just saw. Like, a lot of people would be tempted to rush into the fight because their team's fighting. But often I don't feel like that is really what you should do. Man, if only I got a little bit more gold there. All right, we'll make up for it with that. Oh, no, we're not going to get that pink. But that's not what you do. If you go into a side lane and you split it, and your team can kind of hold them off. They don't have to completely hold them off. Like, Baron makes it very hard, but if they can kind of hold them off, that's good, because you will get more towers than they do, and they're going to try to send somebody back to deal with you.
Cowsep, rolling on the floor,
Hey,
laughing,
good morning,
rolling on the floor,
Dan.
laughing,
Dan,
rolling on
thank
the
you so
floor,
much for the
laughing.
stars, bro. Now, with the Death Stance, you can infinitely take Baron, which is why I don't even really care here. We're just autoing it. I can't even move, dude. There we go. That was not bad. That is game changing right there. Yeah, I didn't want to do... I don't even know who got Baron. Good job, whoever that was. Oh, it was me. Nice. Yeah, I didn't mean to get Baron. I was hoping that my team would stop hitting. My team stopped hitting, and then, you know, we killed the Baron after Rammus, but I must have accidentally got it with Alpha Strike. Lucky me. Or I right-clicked it on accident. I mean, that could happen. We're not perfect. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab Dragon. I don't think it's a big deal. I'm pretty sure we already won, but I want to make sure that we won. So I'm grabbing Dragon, just grabbing Dragon, and we're gonna split push bottom because we're too far away. I like to secure the objectives and make sure that we get it right. So we have somebody asking, am I gonna get a Blade and Rain King for the Ornn upgrade? No, I don't think the Ornn upgrade's really worth changing my build over. I don't even know how much it gives you. It doesn't give you that much more, right? But in my opinion, it's not really worth it. So yeah, if we take a look at the end game stats, I don't really care too much about champion damage. So we'll take a look at the... who do I honor? I mean, Babe didn't take my red, which makes me like him. Yeah, so... let's go ahead and take a look at the end game stats. Wow, only plus 16. That sucks. So yeah, we had like no player damage, right? And don't judge yourself on that, because this is what you're all about right here. Never judge yourself on player damage, because player damage doesn't win games. Though stealing kills does win games because it gets you more items to do more objectives. Too many people focus on player damage, and that's why you're going to be gold and silver forever. Not necessarily the person watching, but that's why people get stuck there. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and see you guys next time.